What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 15 of our Atalanta career mode, and today we've got Brescia in the round of 16 of the Coppa Nazionale, and then we might get to the Spal game as well, depending on what happens. Last episode, we had a massive bid come in for Gomez, 47 million. You just can't turn that money down for a player who can only really play 60 minutes in a game. He gets tired. He is obviously a good player, and a player under better circumstances I'd like to keep around, but we just can't with that kind of money coming in. So he looks like he's moving on to Borussia Dortmund, and we will see. One thing I do want to do is pop Tameze in. We're going to play Ilicic up front as well. Let's see what happens today. We're going to play this Brescia game, and then depending on what money comes in, we may be doing a couple of things in the transfer window. That is a lot of money, and we have areas to fill, don't we? But we also need some scout reports to come back also, so it's one of those things. So we may end up just playing the two games and waiting a couple days, or waiting till next episode maybe to go ahead and do that transfer stuff. We'll see how it goes, but for now, let's jump into a Coppa Nazionale. Let's move on into the quarterfinal. Coming forward are Brescia as they look for a lead in a bit of space here. What a block needed to be. It's dropped down and just cleared away. Brescia moving the ball around really nicely again as we try and just get a touch onto it. Gets it out wide to Tavares. Is he onside? He is. And Tavares, can he slip that in? He can. Brilliant ball from Tavares, and an assist on his debut for the right back. And it's a good finish as well for the man up front. I thought he might have strayed at the end, but it's Hasebra playing further forward now on his, I don't know if it's more natural. He's more of a wing back, but, you know, he's playing out there. He's very suited to it. And he grabs a goal, and Tavares with a good ball inside as well. And a start here for us. First goal. 30 minutes gone. It's 1-0. Out wide to Hatzeborough. Inside nicely. Can we slip this through? We can. It's a good take from Atarin. And Atarin rounds him, and he goes for goal, and that's a good save. A nice little move there from Atarin, but he just couldn't quite find the back of the net. Oh, that's a good ball in. A's coming out. Oh, it's a good finish as well. 1-1. And Brescia level it up. They are a pain, Brescia. They move the ball around really well. And I don't know how, but it's just really good sometimes. I stepped up there, and that ball just went in behind, and it's just finished past their foot. 1-1 here, just before halftime. Not a good time to give a goal up. Back inside. There's a bit of space here now. Tameze brings it forward. He slide it through. He can. Atarin on it here. And Tameze making a good run. And Tameze! It's in the back of the net. It's a good finish from him. And a lovely little bit of football in the middle there. Just dragging defenders all over the place. And Tameze is fighting into the back of the net. He's been good for us, Tameze. He has. Unfortunately, he's not our player, and he'll go back on loan. And he's probably not really good enough to bother making permanent, but he's definitely a good player to have around. That finish is very good, right into that top corner. Right on the penalty spot, right into the corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. And we're 2-1 up now. Nicely done. Up this side, and Hatzeboro's just shrugged off. Tavares looking to get back. Has done well to cut back inside. It's a good block. Is it going to come down? Oh, we gave it right to him. What a save. Oh, tried to get that ball out. Went right on the Brescia man, but that is a great save from Galini there. It really is. So that comes back in. Can we get a touch onto this? Not quite. And the deflection takes it just past the post. Thought that found the way into the back of the net. A huge deflection. Get a little bit lucky as another deflection there. Can we get it out? Can we have a player anywhere? Just like out here? That would be lovely. As that comes in, the corner comes in and just over the bar. Jesus, get the ball out of here. Can we get this forward now too? We can. Back inside, Atarin, and Ilicic is making the run here, and Ilicic is through on goal. Ilicic, can he get caught? Oh, it's put it wide. His pace sometimes lets him down. One of those options there. Couldn't really pick where I wanted to go. I needed to drag away from the defender, but it's still a chance we should be putting into the back of the net. Heavy touch. Thought we got to it. Not quite. Heavy touch that time. We do get a touch onto it. Holds on, then goes for goal. And that's a big save. A minute and a half to go. That is a big save. Ball set to come in. Castagna takes it down. Just clears it. Can we get Atarin onto it? And it's a great touch by Atarin. Shrugged off. But we do get the win. A bit of revenge over Brescia after they beat us 6-0 about a month ago. And we move into the quarterfinal, and our winning streak continues. We've won 6 or 7 in a row now, and we're really starting to get the hang of it, though Brescia played pretty well that game. A lot of deeper shots, but we move forward as Lazio and Juventus move forward. Torino, Roma, Inter, Milan, Napoli. Yeah, it's a you're going to have to beat everybody if you want to win this tournament. All the big teams coming in the round of 16, which is very odd, but it is what it is. An agreement for Jim City has been agreed to, 9.9 million. Let's see if he agrees with Villarreal. He didn't agree with Mönchengladbach, but we're getting a little bit more money this time, so that's nice. And as you can see, if we take a look at the table, I didn't even notice this, we are 9 points back now. It was 15, 18 not so long ago, and now we're 9 back of Napoli, who play Fiorentina next, who are just behind us, but we're really starting to gain ground. We're getting close. Inter on top of the league. We've knocked them back a little bit. Juventus still haven't been beaten. They always go unbeaten seemingly, but they are in second place. They have 5 draws in there, which doesn't happen a lot, and Gomez has been sold. So guys, let me know what you want to see. We'll actually go into this SPAL game, or before we go into this SPAL game, we're going to take a look. I hate how we don't get wage budget back. It's kind of annoying. Or not kind of annoying. It's stupid, but there's plenty of wage here, so it's not that big of a deal. We have 51 million pounds. We might have another 10 million coming our way with Jim City. Moving on. And we've added some more players. I want to see what these come back as before I buy them up or attempt to buy them. Someone had mentioned this guy. I've never actually used him or seen him before. Casace, I imagine. That's how you say it, left back. New Zealand international, or I imagine. Bruno Guimaraes, he gets really good in this game. We'll see. Renato Sanchez just joined the club, of course. Maranchuk, Alexei and Anton, I believe they've just joined those clubs, so I'm not so sure about that. And Cuckoo, I'm not sure when he joined. I thought it was January of last year, so that may be it. And then Kangan Lee was someone we thought about, but he just moved to Sheffield over again. And then Nikola Vlasic just moved. I hate the just move thing. It's been 6 months, guys. Come on. Surely we can move forward. Lozano as well in that boat. We have a lot of players who have just moved to the club, and it's rather annoying. Approach to buy. He's not for sale. Doesn't have a release clause either, so we may look at left back also, but more players who have just moved to the club. So that's what we're dealing with. But let me know if you guys want to see any more players on that list. And we'll see. But let's get into the second game. We'll end it after this game. And we'll have a little bit of a think to see where we go from here. But no more Gomez, who would play in right now, really. But he cannot. So we'll play Zapata. Move him up front. Who do we bring onto the bench for Sportiello? Probably Pasalic. Could move Bellanova on to the bench, really, for the moment. Though, well, no, we don't need to. We have Hattabura. But we'll put Bellanova in there for now. Tavares, someone we're going to have to deal with the stamina. It's at 72. He was tired last time. Though everybody seemingly gets exhausted consistently. So I guess that's just something we are going to have to deal with. Toloi can come into the team. And Castagna can play. And then on this left-hand side, do we move Muriel over there and Ilicic in the middle? And we'll go forward from there, guys. But let's jump into it. Atalanta SPAL. Can we keep on winning? Can we close the gap on that top 4? Chasing. Come on, get that ball out. Tavares does well and plays it forward. And here's Hattabura. racing into space. He get it into the middle, he can. And Zapata is leaked very well here. He cuts back inside. Zapata, he's finished it. A very good run right there from Zapata, and he's given us an early 1-0 lead inside 7 minutes. The striker who may leave, may not, depending on what happens. And I don't know, he scores goals for us. He's scoring goals for us right now, but he goes through these huge spells where he's absolutely ineffective, and we can't have too much of that. But he's done us some service here. He's made the perfect run there. And then he just cuts back inside, plants it with his right foot. A lovely finish from him, and it's 1-0 on 7 minutes. Can slip it forward to Ilicic here. And Ilicic is racing forward. He gets it to Zapata, who once again making the good run. Gets it to Ilicic here. And Ilicic forces a good save. I saw that pass into the middle there. I wasn't sure, though, if we would be able to connect with it. He goes for goal and forces a good save with the foot of the goalkeeper. Nice play. Fernandez going to get to this. Keeps it in play. Tavares have overstepped there. There's a bit of space here for Spal. He's hit the post. Tried to finish it beyond the goalkeeper there. That would have been a really good finish. Couldn't quite do it. And we are spared a little bit as it goes off the post. Tackled it just away. Nicely done. Here's Robertson. Racing forward here. Zapata. Back to Robertson. Can we get it through to Zapata? We can. And Zapata does well. The burst and... oh, God, I thought he finished that. What a goal that would have been. It's just past the post, though. There's 35 minutes to go. It's very much on edge. Holding onto the ball a lot. Our Spal, but we're having the chances, really. Can't quite get to it. They're racing forward here. Spal. As they look for an equalizer. A lovely turn. Oh, it's 1-1. 66 minutes gone. Oh, man. That's a good turn. It really is. And that run just ran right diagonally into that space. Those diagonal runs are difficult to deal with. And they showed it why right there. This ball comes in, and look at this turn. He's just turned right there. And the diagonal run, perfect. Comes along with a good finish. And Spal have leveled here. 70 minutes gone. We need another one. Nice football here, and he goes for goal and forces a really good save. This game is, I don't want to say one-sided, but they're just holding on to it for huge spurts. And that ball's going to come back in, and Galini holds on to it. It's very difficult to get the ball off of them. Nice ball out wide. There's a minute to go here. Dabo's going to get onto this. Does a lot of that. It's good football. And it's a big old save from Galini right at the death here. A minute to go. Can we have another opportunity? We need to get the ball up the pitch. Nicely done. And can we slip it through? We can. And there's a run being made here. And can he get away? He's just muscled off. Oh, and he blew the whistle? What for? Oh, it finishes 1-1. And our winning streak comes to an end. We've been flying before that, but I don't know. I couldn't get the ball off them the whole game. Fiorentina playing Napoli. It'd be nice if Fiorentina grabbed something. But our chance to go a little bit closer, or at least stick within 9 points, goes out the window a little bit. But it stays at 9. I guess Fiorentina did do us a favor, which is obviously brilliant. But as I've said, guys, let us know. I'm gonna move forward just a little bit, but let us know if you want any more names on this list. I also have to remember to put Tavares for stamina up there. Shim City has been sold as well, but we're not really looking for center backs at this moment in time. And we, as you can see, we have drawn Roma. We've drawn Roma in our Coppa Nazionale, which goes by really quick this tournament, seemingly. So next episode, depending on what happens, I feel like we're just gonna... we may do Torino and Roma and then do a transfer special kind of thing. We'll see. We still got to get those scout reports. They normally take 10 days when I get asked for them here. They'll probably show up after the Torino game. But we'll play that by ear. We may do 2 games and a special, or we may do a game and a special and some transfers and a game and some transfers. We'll see how it goes, guys. But that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. and peace.